Since I was a little girl, I always dreamed of being an awesome wife to an amazing husband in a loving home who will one day grow up and take care of my mom. Animals have always meant more to me than just pets. They were my friends. Then one day I realized God did it. He really did it. He answered my prayers and I'm living my childhood dream. Now I have a ranch of my own with a total of 37 animals, 3 children I adore, that amazing husband I prayed for, and even my deepest desire for a granddaughter. I am Queen Kelly Jerome. Welcome to my love story. Hello. I am in the process of getting ready. I think I'm supposed to say welcome to my channel. I did a post, my very first post, when I post, but video upload, I guess you call it, yesterday. Woo, woo. Really excited about that. Learned that it's just better to do it afraid than not to do it at all. So my goal is to vlog, show you more of who I am and who we are when my husband, I don't know if I'm supposed to be fixing my hair and my camera. Anyway, I'm getting dressed and getting ready, and I decided to bring you all along with me for a little bit. Even though I'm putting on a little makeup, because anybody that knows me knows that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to put on makeup, which is why I don't really use it, but I do a little something, but I'm not even here to tell you about the product that I'm using or what the little something is. If you ask me, I have no problem sharing it with you. I'm not private about it, but that's not why I'm talking. I'm talking because I'm trying to redeem time and just do something that's very uncomfortable for me, which is to allow you more entrance into my life and who I am. So as I'm preparing today to go out, my husband and I have a business. We run a home for the developmentally disabled, and we have a staff meeting today. So I have a ranch. I'm actually living my childhood dream, but it's called Ranch Ubiquitous Life Enhancement Center, where emotional healing is fun, because Lawrence and I are also pastors and don't have a church right now, and that's a whole nother story. But for right now, you are my church. Welcome to our life. Ranch Ubiquitous is where we live, but it's also our next venture of both business and ministry. And we are going to do equine therapy, working with animals. There's a lot of benefits to that. Everything here on the ranch began as a childhood dream. I've always wanted what we have right now. Oh, and we have 30 animals. Love them all. We've got horses, which is the love of our life. We both wanted horses as children, and God did it. They were childhood dreams that we were willing to release and let go of. But when God makes a promise, he doesn't forget about it. We may forget, but he doesn't forget. Take caregiver for my mom. My sister and I share custody of her. We share custody of her. So she's here with Lawrence and I most of the time, or I don't even know the equation, because when either of us gets tired, we just take her to the other place. No pun intended. We love our mama. But caregivers, any of you who are caregivers, you don't feel guilty about needing a break. Sometimes you need a break from caregiving, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't care if it's your children or if it's your sometimes it's your adult children. Sometimes it's somebody that's developmentally disabled or handicapped and can't care for themselves. Or sometimes it's our parents, whatever the case may be. So if you're caregivers, don't feel guilty about needing to take that time out for you. You absolutely have to do that. And don't feel bad about it. Don't feel guilty about it. So I'm on my way to a staff meeting. I don't really like staff meetings because they're kind of uncomfortable sometimes, because you got to say some stuff and then let them say some stuff that may be hard to hear. But for any business that you have, if your staff, if your employees are not able to have a voice, it's more of a dictatorship than teamwork. you've got disgruntled and unhappy employees, and that's not a good idea either. So we don't have them often enough. We need to have them more often. And, with the new year and everything going on, it's okay to change in the middle of it. You don't have to be like, make a resolution to make a change. You don't have to make a resolution to make a change. Just make the change. Just decide you're going to make the change. When I uploaded that video, and it was just yesterday, it was euphoric. It really was. I didn't think it was good enough. I didn't want to upload it. My husband and I did look at it. I did get his permission because his face was all up in the place. But I just did it. I did it afraid, and I just jumped because I'm a stickler about not asking other people to do what I am not willing to do. So that's not a good idea. So I just did it. And now I'm happy I did it. I'm so happy I did it that after my walk this morning, I was like, oh my goodness, I got to do something else. And that's why I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it because I knew it would force me to do more. And I still haven't shared the link, telling everybody to go look at it, because I wanted to have my next one I'm going to have, which is this one, in the kitty, so that I can upload it so people will have something to come look at. And I did it because I feel like it's my turn to give back. There are so many amazing, inspirational people on YouTube that I have personally got motivation from. And if I start saying names, I'm going to just trip up. But I am a certified life coach. And my forte is helping people tap into, get clarity of who they are, their core beliefs, and tap into themselves so that they can live their vision, which is how we got everything that we have. There are some certain universal laws and that are in place that if we work them, while I'm saying that, and I know I'm going to do a whole YouTube and that I can't fit everything in on this one, but for those of us who are believers, Christians or believers, a lot of times we run from any word or any person that says the universe or meditate, yoga, or there's a universal law in the abundance. Why do we run from that? That's ridiculous. Because science and God are one. There are universal laws and principles that we have every other people in the world, they're being very successful with, living very abundant lives with, because it's a law. It works for anybody. It works for everybody or anybody who works it. But a lot of times we hide behind our scriptures and our Bible and prayer. That's a good one. We pray till the cows come home. Speak in tongues and pray. And see very little to no results because God's sitting back saying, you waiting on me and I am waiting on you. Okay. So I will not sit here preach while I'm trying to get ready for this meeting. I do not put on the little lip liner. Anyway, I'm excited about you guys being here. I'm excited about opening up more of my life to you. I'm such a private person, so being excited about that, you guys, you have no idea how different that is for me. Scary, but I'm jumping. I'm jumping, y'all. Come on, jump with me. How about you jump with me? How about you do that thing that you've been afraid to do or reluctant to do? How about tapping into that little girl and deciding that I want to do that scary thing that is euphoric for me because your purpose is consistent with your passion. What do you love to do? And for so long we've been nurturers and caregivers and doing stuff for everybody else that sometimes it takes a moment. In my coaching, I have found people who I used to think, it's like, how could that happen? But it can happen. It can happen to anybody. And what I mean can happen is a person can really be so detached with who they really are and what they really want to do that they really don't know. That is not cute. I'll change the color. That they really don't know what they want. And so I've had to allow the person to really dig deep, y'all. Almost go into like hypnosis meditation. I'm not promoting hypnosis, but really go deep and really ask questions until they find out. And you know when they find out, because that light comes on, that spark comes on, where it's like, that's it. That's it right there. That's the thing that you've been running from, you've been hiding from, or you just haven't allowed yourself space, because on the left side of your brain is the part of creativity. And the more that we are caregivers and we give out and we rarely tap into that left brain, because the right brain is so active and so in control, because that's the brain that's responsible and the one that goes to work and one that makes things happen, because we've been responsible for so many years for so many people and not taking care of ourselves. So there will be more of that on this channel, I'm sure. I'm just going to take you guys on my life. I don't think I'm going to take y'all in this meeting with me. But I'm going to take you guys into more and more of our lives, so you can see more and more of who we are, and get more and more of a view and a picture and whatever else. I mean, if you can leave comments, you can tell me what you want to talk about. I'm not going to promise I'm going to do it. But you can tell me, ask me questions. You can, whether it have to do with hair, makeup, all those kind of things that I don't know a whole lot about. But if you ask me what I'm using, I do believe in skincare. You got to get your skincare, especially us over 50. Before you're 50, get your skincare together so you don't have to worry so much about it when you're 50. Man, this lighting is really better way up here. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know. I told you I'm practicing. I will say this. This is on my mirror, my bathroom mirror, you guys, because it's something that I say every day. Wonder if I should say it to y'all. This is so embarrassing. I will say it because I'm jumping. I'm just doing it. I'm doing what I'm afraid to do, and I'm doing it afraid, and I don't care. So, an affirmation or a declaration is something that you say should be on a day-to-day basis until it gets so far in you. I'm going to read it, but most of it I have memorized. But I'm going to read it just so you will know what I'm talking about when I say the type of things that you should be confessing. Now, this is ours. This is my daily confession. You're going to make yours based on who you are. And hopefully you know that, who you are, because then that's a journey in and of itself. But anyway, this is mine. And it says, okay, this is so embarrassing. I'm going to do it. Breathe, queen. You guys, it looks easy, but it's so not. Okay. Arise and shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. For you are so beautiful and prosperous. You are thought of as a crown of glory and honor in the hand of the Lord, a royal diadem in the hand of your God. And you, Queen Kelly, are not termed forsaken, neither is your land desolate anymore. You are Habispa, for God's delight is in you, and you are Beulah, which is married, owned, and protected by the Lord. For he has given you beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, and the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. The voice of the Lord in Team Drone is as the voice over many waters, soothing, encouraging, inspiring, and empowering. Mankind listens to us. They sit and take counsel with us, and our words fall on them like dew. And once we speak, they know God has spoken to them. My day is fabulous. My life is monumental, gigantic, awesome, tremendous, memorable, vast, lasting, mighty, mammoth, enormous, awe-inspiring, great, outstanding, massive, huge, extraordinary, historic, majestic, and unforgettable. Everything we desire and envision good in life is happening. I'm living my best life now, exceedingly and abundantly above what I imagined it to be. Money is never an issue for me. We have surplus money, more than enough to meet all of our obligations, desires, wants, and needs, with enough to support and help other people with their dreams. According to Ezekiel 36 and 47, God is multiplying people to assist us. We have multiple streams of income. We employ at least 500 people to use their gift, talent, purpose, and destiny to assist us in building God's end time army. Our health is perfect. My mind is sharp. I feel better today than I did in high school, and all things are working together for our good. God is smiling when he thinks of us, and no good thing does he ever withhold from us. Our marriage is thriving. We are vacationing often. Life feels good, like a big vacation, as we are fulfilled moment by moment, fulfilling our purpose in empowering others. God uses us as a source of kingdom solutions for financial problems. Our spiritual and natural children and grandchildren are in ministry alongside us and walking in their purpose. No weapon formed against any of us, our kingdom affiliates, business partners, shall prosper. Anyone God sends to us is blessed because of us. In Jesus' name, this and better. Amen. Yes, one thing I want to say about something I said in there. When I said we will employ at least 500 people, that came from a time I was praying. And I kid you not, all of a sudden, God broke into my prayer like I wasn't talking to him. He interrupted the conversation I was having with him. And he said, Queen, stop insulting me with your prayers. I said, oh, God. I didn't ask him what he meant. I said, Father, I don't mean to insult you. What would you like me to pray for? Because you guys, at that time, I was thinking small, so my prayers were small. And this is what he said. I want you to believe me that you will employ at least 500 people to use their gift, talent, purpose, and destiny to assist you in building this end time army. Selah. That was 500 people, employing 500 people ever in my wildest dreams. No, it wasn't. But when he put them there, because you know there's a book in heaven that's written for everything that he has for you to do. When he put it there, then it became part of who I am and my daily prayer confession. So that's how that got in there. And there's a lot to do. With a lot of what's there. Another thing that came, arise and shine for your light is come. He had me sit in the mirror and say that at a time where, you guys, I had this hideous, horrible rash all over my body. And it was years ago. The doctors couldn't help me. They didn't know what to do with me. I'll tell you the story later. But one of the things he had me do was stand in the mirror every day and quote, arise and shine for your light has come and the glory of the Lord is on you. You are so beautiful and prosperous. You guys, I had to do it. I had to do it through tears because I didn't believe a word of it. And eventually, the more I did it, the more I began to believe it. And the more I began to believe it, the more my skin began to clear until it was gone. Yeah. So this is enough, I think. I gotta go put my clothes on so I can get out of here. But again, I'm excited about this accomplishment that I just made today. Woo, woo. And yet having another video to upload. So welcome to my love story. Welcome to my journey. Like and subscribe and stay with me. I love you. And God's got only good in store for you. God bless.